The next award is for female achievement in traditionally male work areas. The so-called glass ceiling doesn't just start with a lack of access to higher paid jobs. For many women, it's about finding employment in areas where men have traditionally ruled the roost, or where the area of work has been seen as something only men can do. For young women of South Asian heritage, this can be a triple challenge, with social background and religious strictures adding to their barriers. We set out to find the women who are breaking through on all fronts: the engineers, the mechanics, the journalists, the architects, the sport coaches, and there are so many more who are proving it's not just a man's world. The shortlisted candidates in this category were Prakanda Shah, Amreen Iqbal, and Samara Shabir.
Hi, I'm Samara Shabir. I'm 21 and I live in Keighley. I am the Student Affairs Officer within the Students' Union of Bradford University, and I also studied here and graduated in July with a chemistry degree. I was nominated for this award by Dan Batchelor, who is an academic advisor, and I think he nominated me for this award for the valuable contributions I have made within my role whilst I've worked here, and also within the time I was studying. I got involved in the Students' Union first through charity work and by joining the Union Council, and then in my final year I ran in the elections to become the Student Affairs Officer, for which I was successful. In my hometown, the rate of progression into higher education isn't very high, and being the first generation of my family to go to university, it was vital for my father to push us every single day to get a good education and build a future for ourselves. Within Pakistani societies, it is frowned upon for women to stand up in leadership roles. So when I stood up in the student union elections, it was a fight for me, first within my own home, and then secondly campaigning within the students' union. But after persevering and a lot of persuasion and a little bit of patience, I managed to be successful in this role. I managed to convince them that within this role I will be able to flourish as an individual and build my character so that I can become an inspiration to the younger generation.
Hello, my name is Amreen Iqbal. I am 30 years of age and I was born and bred in Bradford. I currently work for West Yorkshire Police as a police officer, and I've been in this role for the last 4 years. I didn't nominate myself for this award. I believe a family member did, or a friend, or it may have been someone that I've helped in the police, maybe a victim of crime whose life I've impacted in a positive way. My family and friends are always telling me that they're really proud of what I do, to be working in a role which is mainly male dominant, and to be in a role where there's not many Asian female police officers. But I just see it as a dream that I had, which I've achieved, and I just love helping others. So my grandparents came into this country around 60 years ago. They worked long hours, worked very hard, encouraged my father to get into education. My mother is originally from Pakistan, and she has been very supportive of all the choices I've made in my life. My father always reminds me that when I was 4 years old, I said, "Daddy, I want to become a police lady," and that's the only thing I've ever wanted to do in life, and that's the only thing that's ever interested me as well. Prior to becoming a police constable, I was a special constable. So this is basically a volunteer police officer. So this was again with West Yorkshire Police. I did this for 7 years, as well as having a full-time job. And this was just to get an insight into the police force, to know what it's like to be a police officer, and just to give something back to the community. And when West Yorkshire Police started to recruit again, I applied and I got in. My role as a response officer is going out and about, responding to emergencies, going to non-emergency jobs. I'm also a specially trained officer, and I deal with sensitive issues such as rapes and sexual assaults. I'm also public order trained, which means I patrol football matches and other large gatherings like protests. I have had some obstacles in the way of becoming a police officer. There was many people telling me that this role is not for females, it's not for Asian females. It was mainly narrow-minded, uneducated people who was telling me this. I'm Muslim and I believe in the religion Islam, and Islam holds women at a high status. We are at a high status, and we are encouraged to work hard and achieve great things. So I ignored all negativity. I worked hard to get where I want to be, and that is where I am now. I absolutely love my job. I go to work every day, work long hours. I come home, sleep, and do it all again the next day, and I wouldn't change it for the world. West Yorkshire Police is a diverse workforce, and I would encourage anyone who is interested, no matter what your age, gender, race, religion is, to come and join us. I feel quite honoured and humbled by this. I don't feel like I'm doing anything out of the ordinary. I'm just living a dream and doing the job which I've always wanted to, and which I absolutely love. So thank you so much to everyone behind the YAYA team.
Hi, my name is Farhanda Shah. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Bradford. I studied at the University of Bradford and I did software engineering. The person who nominated me for this award is Junaid Khan, and he is the Alumni Relations Manager for the University of Bradford. So my background is in software engineering. I studied at the University of Bradford between 2013 and 2016. So I'm a software developer, went into university, did software engineering, got a job as a software developer, then worked for Sky. So going into the interview, I had a mindset that kind of hindered me in what I was doing. I felt, because I am Pakistani, because I do wear the hijab and I do identify as Muslim, I am female, that would kind of play against me. However, I did get that role, and once I got into the industry and I started working commercially and seeing how the industry actually is, I realised your talent, your skills, your knowledge and your passion speaks for itself. It's not about who you are, what you look like, female, male, Pakistani, whatever your origin is, it really doesn't matter. If you've got the skill and you've got that knowledge that you can transfer, that is what is valuable in this industry, and that's what they want. So thank you very much for nominating me.
The award is sponsored by the Royal Air Force. To reveal the winner, I'd like to introduce Squadron Leader Amir Khan.
Good evening. Many thanks for inviting your Royal Air Force to this event. The RAF congratulates QED Foundation on its 30th year anniversary this year, and being the only organisation in Yorkshire to hold such an event. We are delighted to sponsor the award for female achievement in traditional male work areas. This award is important to the RAF, as we know the importance of diversity and inclusion. We want to see females in our organisation applying for all the roles we offer. It gives us great pleasure to be able to support these young people. Good luck. The winner for the female achievement in traditional male work areas is Amreen Iqbal.
I feel really privileged to be here today. I would like to thank everyone behind the QED team for choosing me to be the winner of this award. I feel really happy and overwhelmed to be here. I don't feel like I'm doing anything extraordinary. I'm just being me and living a dream. I'd also like to thank the Royal Air Force for sponsoring this award. Being a police officer is a brilliant occupation. West Yorkshire Police is a diverse workforce, and I would encourage everyone and anyone to join. Thank you again.
A big thanks to our sponsor and many congratulations to Amreen Iqbal.